What's up, guys? H3roics here, and I'm just going to go ahead and jump straight into the tips and tricks of the week. This week I'm going to be doing it over Battlefield 4 and how I've been playing a ton of the medic class. Just to start off, if you don't have a copy of Battlefield 4, please go get one. This game is absolutely beautiful. It is gorgeous on the Xbox One and the PS4. It's action-packed. It is big, open, and immersive. I've absolutely loved my time with it. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. First off, class setup. What I've been using is the MOG H3. This gun is very, very reliable. It's very stable. Next to no recoil. You're gonna love the range that it has, and it pumps out quite a bit of damage too. My first accessory, I'm using the Reflex RDS, the basic red dot sight. If you played Battlefield before, you probably used it. Next up, going off my second accessory, is the canted iron sights. I've been loving this because I love iron sights. Just because they feel a lot better to bring up when you're running and gunning. I have a very aggressive style. I like to rush, and that's always good for when I need to pop my sights up quickly. My barrel, I've been using heavy barrel. I don't know if you guys have ever known this, but heavy barrel is pretty important for Battlefield just because of the added range that it packs onto your shots. Range is really, really important in Battlefield, guys. You gotta have it. It's not like Call of Duty. It's not a twitch shooter. It's very open. It's very you're gonna have to aim down your sight. Moving on is the ergo grip. I love how stable this makes your gun. It's probably my favorite grip. I haven't really used anything else other than this one because it's been so dependable. And for my spray, I've just been using the spray adaptive. Just thought I'd throw that in there for you guys. Next up, the secondary weapon. I've really been liking this. The QSZ92. This is great. It switches really fast, and the fire rate is super high. You're gonna be able to switch, pop, get him down if you're in a tight spot. For my kit overall, my first gadget, I've been using the defibrillator. As everyone knows, if you're gonna play medic, you've got to have a defibrillator, especially in objective games like Rush. Rush is very important because if you get a revive, it will bring back the attacker that your team lost from that. Gadget 2, the med bag. The med bag. This is great for XP gathering because when you toss it out, it has an area of effect, which means you will heal anyone who's in the area of your med bag. This can rack up some serious XP, guys. I highly suggest you use it. It's also good because if your team is in a tight spot, you don't have to worry about tossing out a bunch of med packs. You can just throw out that one big med bag, and everyone's taken care of. Next up is the grenade. I've been using the M67 frag. I haven't really changed it up that much since I've started playing the game. The reason is because I love the area of effect this grenade has a ton of, it covers a large area when you toss it. Knife, bayonet, haven't really changed that much either. But for my field upgrade, I've been using offensive. And that's just because of my personal style. I'm very aggressive, and I like to rush objectives. I like to get the high KD, things like that. Level 1, increase maximum sprint speed by 10%, which is very important if you're trying to rush to objective. Level 2, ammo, increases maximum inventory of bullets by 50%. Guys, it's going to be huge if you're rushing in and you're having to take out multiple enemies. Level 3, grenades, increases the maximum inventory of hand grenades by 1, which can be crucial if you're playing domination or conquest. Toss those grenades out, get those enemy players off the objective. Level 4, reduce fall. This is going to be important if you're a player, if you have like a recon guy in your party, and he's placing those spawn beacons out, and they're like on top of a building, or if you're having to parachute in and you don't like hit that parachute button in time. It's going to be really important overall. But as for playing the medic itself, what I've really got to say about it is get to your teammates. That's the most important thing about being a medic. You have to be near your teammates, guys, because if you're not near your teammates, you're not healing anybody. Healers are pretty important in games like Rush. Rush is really important. I love playing Rush. That's just because I started with bad company, and in Rush, it's all dependent on how many attackers you have and how many attackers the defenders are taking out. But if you can defibrillate your one of your own teammates, that'll bring your attacker back for you guys to decide if you're on the attacking team. It's going to be super important for you to be near your friends if they're rushing objectives and be able to toss out that med bag, because if the other team doesn't have a medic, they don't have anybody healing them, which means that your squad is going to last longer than theirs is. Guys, in all honesty, I don't really worry about my KD when I'm playing Battlefield and I'm playing medic, because it's all about being a team player and playing medic. A lot of times, if my teammates are in trouble, I ignore that warning sign and I go ahead and spawn on them, because if I can toss out a med bag, or if I can toss out, or I can defibrillate him if he goes down, that gives my team a better chance of rushing that objective, making sure we take it out, and you're going to earn some XP in the process. So what I caution is, don't worry about your KD as much as you're worrying about your score, because in Battlefield it's all about how much you're helping your team get the W. One other thing I wanted to touch on, in Battlefield 4 it's a lot different than the other Battlefields. With the defibrillator, you have to charge it in order to get a full defibrillation, which means that however long that you're sitting there rubbing those paddles together, that's how much XP and how much health your teammate is going to regain when you hit them with those paddles. Anyway, guys, thank you for listening. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Again, as always, you guys can always go on to mognation.com. Let me know how you guys feel about this tips and tricks. Let me know if any of these tips worked for you. Let me know what you guys are doing. Anything like that, hit us up in the forums. I'd love to hear from you guys. Good luck on the battlefield. Hope you guys have a good one.